In this video, I'll show the changes for Overgrowth Alpha 126, which you can try if you've pre-ordered. This week I started working on transition animations from ragdoll to standing, a commonly requested feature. If you fall on the ground, you can still press shift to roll out of the fall, or you can just wait to stand up. The animations are still rough, with a few sliding contacts, but I'll work on that more later. The landscape in Overgrowth is quite varied, so I had to make sure that the animations work on all kinds of surfaces. To do that, I used rotations and inverse kinematics to apply a sort of ground conforming effect to the animation. I first tested this effect using a basic lying down pose. I then created two standing animations in Blender, one for standing from a face-down pose, and one for standing from a face-up pose. I actually recorded the animation process for one of these movements here. I then set up the animation to start using the ground conform and fade back into normal animation. This way he always starts out properly in contact with the ground, but ends up standing upright. Even in this early stage, the standing animation is useful for getting a better idea of the combat flow, because characters are vulnerable when they're standing up and delayed for a second. This makes it more possible to fight against a group, because you can use takedowns to try to focus on just one enemy at a time. Another new feature is falling damage, which applies to both controlled and uncontrolled falls. With an uncontrolled fall, you can knock yourself out pretty easily. You definitely want to avoid trying to do a flip right before you land from a jump. With a normal controlled jump, you can fall much farther without getting hurt, but now there's a limit. That's it for this week. If you'd like to pre-order and try the alpha for yourself, you can do that at wolfire.com/preorder. If you'd like to hear about development news as soon as it happens, you can follow me on Twitter @wolfire.